Good afternoon. I thought maybe I'd do a video in the daylight where you could see the porte-cochere. So this is the rough structure, everything that was underneath. So the inspectors are going to come out, take a look, inspect everything, fix anything that needs to be fixed, shore it up, and then we'll make it beautiful again by cladding all the way over it. But what I thought also was that I don't know very much about what's happening landscape-wise. I know there's a lot of pots going to be put around with flowers. So I brought the person who's going to be working with Southern Botanicals to make it much softer and more beautiful all along the front. And that's Pam from the board. Say hello, Pam.
Hello, Pam.
So where are we going to have some pots? How big are the pots going to be? Are they all going to be watered? How does that work?
So, great questions. One thing that we did was build in irrigation for all of the pots. So in this area, once everything goes in, we're going to have some different unique kind of pots, but also some cylinder pots that are going to be kind of a charcoal color. They're going to kind of line the island like we saw before. These trees are not going back to the island, they're going to stay right there. And then we've got the plaza. So I know a lot of people are wondering what's going on here.
Right, it seems so big. What are we doing here?
It seems very big. I will tell you, the plaza is the exact same size that it was before.
I know it's hard to believe, but it is the same size.
Yeah, it is. The only altering that we did was we made this curb a little bit rounder so it wouldn't get so destroyed by trucks and everybody hitting it. So what's going on in this area? We're going to have some large pots, about 3 large pots. When I say large, they're going to be 24 inches by 48 wide. And 3 of those will be full of just a blend of seasonal colors, pops of color, tall, running over different themes. So you're going to see that all the way down to that corner where you turn in to go down to the garage. Then we're going to have some smaller, these 3 water lines here are for the smaller pots.
Oh, these are water lines.
These are water lines, and those are going to be smaller pots that are also 24 inches high, but 36 in diameter. So all of these pots in this area will have irrigation. They actually have drainage that goes underneath the concrete that is going out. And so we will have that system in place, and that's going to be really good for all of our plantings. And then you see this grid here in the middle. Eventually, once we get everything done and laid out, that grid is going to be a green turf. It's going to look beautiful, very garden-like. And then we're getting new benches. So our benches will be a complementary color to the pots, which are going to be a charcoal color. So that's going to look really nice. We'll have about 3 to 5 benches out here.
And I mentioned this morning that all of the walls over by the dog park are going to be painted, but actually all of these walls are going to be painted. All of these.
Yes.
I don't know what this, I call it a cinder block wall, but it's some sort of a special block.
Yep, that is going to be painted as well. And then the partial wall that they put back up here.
Oh yeah, when we put the wall back here to hide the dock.
To hide the dock.
And that's going to be like a charcoal as well?
Yeah, so we're going to do some complementary colors, all of which are going to be focused around the new porte-cochere.
And are there going to be
very dark charcoal.
Are there going to be plantings on this side by these cars?
So on the north sidewalk here, we have about 6 to 8 pots going in, same diameter as these smaller ones, 24 inches high, about 36 inches in diameter, and those will be, we are working with Southern Botanical to come up with a planting that's going to give us some blooms. These will not be seasonal, as in a mixture of a bunch of things. It's going to be more of a sturdy type blooming plant that is going to stay consistent through the season.
And so will these types of things continue on up through the front of the building and down along the visitor parking wall as well?
So we're going to have these pots will match the pots that are going in on the island in the porte-cochere, under
Oh,
the
okay.
porte-cochere, in the same size. We're going to have in this area here, remember those huge cement planter blocks? There were 2 of them right here
Oh, yes.
out of Nikki's office. Those will be the larger 48 in diameter pots, and then one on the other side. And then in front of the door is going to be these cool, I call them the North Park planters. They're kind of those low, huge,
Oh, okay.
modern looking bowls.
Well, that's cool. Well, everybody likes the way these trees turned out, just being put over here by the wall. So I think are these going to be pushed back, do you think?
They will be pushed back. They're probably going to go a little bit farther back, but in line with the wall and spaced out evenly, but they're pretty close to the spacing now, but we don't want trucks backing into them, obviously.
And
So they'll
so
go back.
separate from the pots, do we have any idea when we're going to be doing the landscaping in the front? Like, when do we actually do all of the main landscaping?
So yes, that's a broader conversation. So our normal landscape company is coming out. Right now, actually, you're going to see some of the seasonal going out in front on Turtle Creek. So, and they're taking care of some things in the garden.
We're putting some seasonal flowers in the garden?
Some seasonal flowers.
That's happening this week?
Yeah, and you'll notice that we've kind of pulled up some areas. We've put mulch down and gotten rid of, or getting rid of, all the random rocks that are down there. We've had an arborist come out, look at our lawn, look at the dead spots, look at the runoff, and working with an architect there so we can start to improve that. I know you've been talking a lot about that.
I don't like the dirt.
We don't like the dirt. We don't like the dirt running down into the pool, but it also runs down into the area where the garden is. So there's a lot of dead spots. We are looking to an arborist to help us fix any areas that might be disease or just have issues.
Just so you guys know, everything that we've spoken about is all within the contract, either for the garage project or the seasonal plantings that are going in now. This week, they're part of our contract with the company that we use to do the gardening. So we're not talking about anything that hasn't already been planned. So thanks everybody for watching. I'll see when these things start coming back out. We'll have Pam explain to us what's going in, why they're going in, how do they get watered, all the good stuff that's going to come up. But I hope everybody comes to the board meeting tonight. It's at 7 o'clock downstairs in the club room. It's going to be pretty normal. We've got just a few things that we're going to be talking about, but it's always good to come and hear what's happening. So thanks everybody.